Hello everyone, welcome to the second video on this channel. My name is Yair, and if it's your first time arriving this channel, I opened this channel recently because I had the urge of I had a feeling that I want to give a value to people around me and to people in general. And in order to close this gap between me and the people, then I opened this YouTube channel, and hopefully I'll give you some kind of value. Okay, so today I want to talk about something I call the invisible bar and the burden of living. It's like a name for the concept. So, in my book, or the way I see it, every day we wake up on this invisible bar, okay? And this invisible bar is basically representing us. We connected to it physically and mentally. Okay, now imagine this big graph, and this graph represents life basically, and in the middle of the graph on point 0 you have a threshold. Above the threshold you have the light, and below the threshold you have dark. Now what will each one of them represent? Light represents the good things in life, the things that makes us feel good with ourselves, good with our being in the world, and the stuff that makes us want to keep on living. On the other hand, below the threshold, in the dark, there are all of the things that disconnect us from feeling like we belong here, like we belong in general, into this body, into this universe, into this world, into society, whatever. In the darkness there is depression. In the darkness there are intrusive thoughts. In the darkness there is anger of ourselves towards ourselves. In the darkness there are bad thoughts, bad feelings, etc. Now, I talked about the invisible bar earlier. So our bar is located somewhere on this graph. Now, there are a few rules to that, okay? One, oh yeah, before I go to the rules, we can move our invisible bar below or above the threshold. So we basically choose whether we're going to be in the light or in the dark. But there are some rules to that. And the rules are as follow. If you cross above the threshold, you can only move one step, and that's it. If you try to pass it, you go back down to threshold 0. Every night that we go to sleep, our invisible bar goes down by half a step. That represents the burden of living. Every day we all have to deal with the things life throw at us, and this is what it represents. Regardless of what you're doing, you're gonna go down half a step on that graph. Below the threshold there's the darkness. The darkness is bottomless. If you're gonna stay there too long, you can easily get to level -100 and stay there for a long time. And the last rule is, every day we can only move one step up. Only one step up. So that means if we try our best, we can only move half a step each day towards the light. Why am I saying half a step? Because we move one up and half a step down automatically. So it's half a step up at the end of the day. Our job is to find something that will help us go towards the light. Some examples that I can think of is exercise, is eating good, is spending our time with the right people, or the people we love, the people that matter to us. It can be meditation, it can be whatever you can think of. Dancing, it can be drawing, it can be making music, it can be whatever. But you need to find that one thing, or two things, three things that makes you feel like you're going one step towards the light every day. Because if you're not, each day you're going half a step down, half a step down, half a step down, half a step down. And by the time you notice, you have so much weight on your shoulder and you are so low into the darkness that it's really hard to step out of it. Our job is to try and locate ourselves between the threshold and the light. So every day we go back to zero and we go back one step up, whether it's by exercise, eating good, talking with people we like, etc., what I already said. And that's the way I look at life every day. This is what makes me wake up and makes the decision I'm making, whether it's going to the gym 6-7 times a week, training, feeling good about myself. And it's not about looking good, it's not about these are extras, I'm talking about exercising in order to feel good about myself, and eating good as well, reading. It's overall doing things, not smoking as well. Every time before I face like a decision of that sort, whether if I don't want to go to the gym but I have to, or I want to smoke but I don't. I don't smoke, but like maybe you guys face this decision. Then this is the kind of way my thought goes. I mean, imagine the bar and where your bar is compared to the threshold, and ask yourself, do I want to bring it up? Or do I want to bring it down? And let me tell you, if you're deep into the darkness, you better start working on how you're gonna go up that graph. Because the light is where we're happy. The light is where we feel connected to ourselves. The light is where we feel welcome, we feel belong. And the light is where you want to be. Yeah, and this is just a quick line of thought I wanted to share with you guys, the way I look at this, at how, I guess, how are we portrayed in this game of life, kind of. Yeah, and let me know in the comments if this helped you. And remember, the struggle is daily. Each one of us is struggle daily in order to go towards the light. So one tip from me to you will be just try, and again, it's almost like the same tip every video, but make a list of things that makes you feel good about yourself long term. I always say, also in the previous video I said long term, because if I say good about yourself, it can be a drug, but it's not what I'm pointing out. I want you to find something that you do it and it makes you feel like you were born again, That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about, but find yourself even 2, 3, 4 things that you know that you can do that will make you go towards the light. Start doing them first day, second day, third day. If after each day you say it made my day feel good, and it made myself feel more connected to myself, and it made myself feel good about my being in this world, then you are making progress towards the light. That means you're on the right path. And that's it. If you still didn't subscribe, then please do. And I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Thank you.